Vroom, 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 vroom. Well, we're speeding up into a big name in the craft beer game for today's review. It's called whiteferrari. It's from the Veil out in Virginia. They do come down here to South Carolina quite a bit, and you can find them in distro all over the place. So I'm usually pretty impressed by their offerings, and I'm excited to crack this one open and try it with you. Let's get right to it. Alright, welcome back into the temporary upstate oasis with yours truly, Nutmeg 2 Palmetto. And the temporary upstate oasis will soon give way to the new upstate studio, and I'll be sure to have some reviews for that in the coming days. But for now, we're still doing this guerrilla style, as my main man Juan likes to say. So this one, whiteferrari out of the Veil. They're in Virginia, Virginia Beach, or somewhere along those lines, I think. They don't have the address. Oh, I see, Richmond. I'm sorry, not Virginia Beach, Richmond. Of course, the Veil, they might, for all I know, they might have like 2 or 3 locations. They're pretty big. 16 fluid ounce, 1 pint, theveilbrewing.com, at the Veil Brewing. It is called whiteferrari. You might notice the condensation on the glass, as it's a fairly warm late May day, last work week of May. And I say work week because Saturday will be June. This is a hazy double IPA, 8%. Like I said, whiteferrari, hazy, brewed with Citra and Galaxy. So Citra, obviously pretty common, and Galaxy is one of my more favorite hops. So definitely excited to that. And there's a funny little story to this. I got this from my guy Eddie of the Clocktower Taproom and Billiards, right here in Simpsonville, and I'm gonna be the deciding vote, because he said he wasn't a big fan of this, and our guy Diddy, his distro manager, he is a big fan of this beer. So I'm gonna be the deciding vote between Eddie and Diddy on this one. So on Untapped, all the specs are confirmed. Double New England, 8%. IBUs are listed at 80, so pretty high, especially for a hazy. A lot of check-in, so must be a flagship of sorts. 31,308 total, 22,393 unique, of which we have 20,652 ranks. Very, very respectable. 4.32, so the global Untapped community obviously sides with Diddy already. whiteferrari is a beer that has been a long time in the making. Well, obviously did a lot of it since then. We've been experimenting with different malt and hop combinations through other recipes, trying to find what we believe is the best of both worlds rolled into one double IPA. Clocking in at 8%, this luxuriously soft double IPA is hopped intensely with 50/50 Citra and Galaxy, and a ton of it. We use the freshest crop available of each hop to give this double IPA the most expressive hop character possible. Now, I told you when I was shooting this. There is a date on it. Let's see if it's legible. It said on 2024, but so it is this year. So it can't be any older than 5 months. Yeah, it can't be any older than 5 months. But I don't see the time. I got this maybe 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Yeah, 3 weeks ago, because it was a couple days before Diddy's birthday party, which was Cinco de Mayo. So, actually the day before. So, May the 4th. I don't pick sides between Trekkies and Star Wars, so I just do that to troll. So let's get you some ASMR, huh? Nice shook for Alan on one flight down. Ooh, almost dropped my pretentious glassware. Hard pour, you know the drill on this channel. I really should be getting the ASMR on the pour though, which I'm obviously not doing. So, that is a pretty clean, bright orange looking hazy. Head's not taking too long to run out. See if we can get anything. It does have a bright piney aroma. Notes of orange, kind of tangerine, that sort of deal. There's a bit of bready dankness in the back. So, a little bit of bready dankness, lots of orange tangerine notes, piney, bright, all the things that make the hop heads go woo! Let's dive through the head and take a sip. Now, I may have had this on draft before this, but I don't totally remember. Well, I don't remember. Actually, I remember having the beer. I just don't remember loving it or not. It does have a very, very dank upfront flavor. It bends off a little bit, kind of dims down. It does have a pretty dry, melony type of finish. For a pretty thick color, and for a very kind of that dense, dank flavor palette, it's actually pretty smooth and light. It's just got a lot of dankness, a lot of heavy, thick hop flavor. Floral, herbal, grassy, that sort of thing. Well, I won't say grassy because people associate that to lagers and whatnot. But overall, pretty solid. I don't know if I love it. I would think by the style, I'd side with Diddy. By my personal palate, I'd side with Eddie. It is very thick. It is very dense. Well, I shouldn't say it's thick because that'll freaking airplane. I should say dense because that'll contradict my earlier point. It does, like I said, it's very, very smooth despite having grassy, herbal type of notes in the flavor. Overall solid. I wouldn't turn it down. Just may not be my favorite hazy, but pretty solid. I don't think any hophead would be upset about this at all because flavor profiles and palate balances, they're all there. Cheers, friends. See you next time.